Rabbi Yitzchak Wolf, one of the Hasidim of the Rebbe, I think from Chicago, is once he was sitting on a bus and he was sitting next to a Papo, a Hasid from Papo. Papo is a group of Hasidim, I think from Poland, from Romania. And this Hasid Papo, he was an older man already. He was an older man. And I mean, the story must have happened, who knows, 30, 40 years ago. But he was an older man and he told a story to this Rabbi Wolf. And the story was that he said that he owes his Judaism. It was a religious guy with, dressed like a chassid with payas and black garments and, Hasidic had obviously an ultra Orthodox religious Jew. So he said that he owes his Judaism to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Why? He said because when he was younger, as he was very talented, and he really succeeded, exceeded in learning Talmud and prayers and everything like that. But he also started to get involved in the university. He started learning university things, and he succeeded there also very well. But in university, he got a lot of attention because he was very successful. So it didn't really fit at all to be in university and to dress like one of these Hasidim. So eventually, and changed his garments a little bit, changes this until the point where he stopped keeping Shabbos and he stopped putting on tefillin and he stopped doing anything Jewish. And he left and he went to the Sorbonne in France. And he learned over there. This must have been like in the 30s, who knows, the 30s, the 20s. And he went and he learned over in the Sorbonne in France. And he was one of the students over there, getting along with everybody and just succeeding very well, excelling in all of his learning. But one day, as he was walking down one of these big halls in the Sorbonne, as a fellow came walking up to him with a little beard, and he was wearing a regular sort of a hat. And he said, "Would you like to put on tefillin?" And he said, "What are you asking? Like walking up to a non-Jew in the street, asking him if he wants to, ride on an elephant or something. What's it got to do? Would you like to put on tefillin?" So he said, the young man, he said, "If you want to, I'll come to your house. I'll come to your room. Where do you live? I'll put tefillin on." So for some reason, I told him where I live, and he came to my house every day. He came to my apartment every day, and he would knock on my door and he would put tefillin on. I would put on tefillin. Whoa, it's such a strange thing. And eventually it got to the point where I started putting on tefillin on my own. And, I became friendly with this person a little bit. We learned Torah a little together. And I eventually came back to Judaism. I said, after years, I came back to Papo and I became returned to be a Papo Chassid, and I got married and I recognized that this young man, so I don't remember exactly how it was revealed to him, but this young man was the Lubavitcher Rebbe. When the Rebbe, there was an extended time when the Rebbe learned in the university in Sorbonne. This was before World War II, obviously. So he learned in the university at Sorbonne. He learned over there what it was, a physics or something, or engineering. I don't know exactly what the timeline was, but he learned over there for a year, for 2 years, and he confronted this person. Somehow or other, he knew that he was Jewish, and he put the tefillin on and said that afterwards it was revealed to me that the Lubavitcher Rebbe, this is before he was Rebbe, right? He became Rebbe only in 1951. But that he was the one that recognized me that I was a Jew. I don't know how. And he took out of his time every day to come to my room and put on tefillin on me. So it shows how important it is to do commandments, but it also shows that the nature of the Rebbe is that he felt Judaism and he had the courage to demonstrate Judaism and to increase Judaism wherever he was. which that's the thing that we should do. If it's true, why not do it?